How's it going, guys? It's Toilet Bag here, back with another video. Man, oh man, we are almost to 500 subscribers. Like, that is... wow. I mean, yesterday I think we literally just hit 400 subscribers, and literally we are about to hit 500. That's insane to me. Anyways, before I start this video, if you guys could like and subscribe, it would mean a lot to me. I'm still a small channel, so it really does help out. You know, it does make a big difference, and it's very helpful to me. So thank you guys for, liking and subscribing, and hit that bell for notifications as well. So today I'm talking about rental items, okay? And you can't rent items anymore, but basically, back then, you used to be able to rent items on Roblox. Yes, that's right, you literally used to be able to rent the item. This means back then you were actually able to, instead of buying an item, you could rent it for a certain amount of time. So basically, let's say it was 3 months you could rent it for. So you would pay Robux to rent an item for 3 months. And now some of these items you couldn't even buy, you only could rent them. And it's really funny how that works, and I remember a lot of people complaining about this. They finally removed it, but I just remember a lot of people complaining about this. Like, people wanted certain gears and they would think that they're buying it, but they were actually renting it. Although it did say you were renting it, some people didn't pay attention to it. This actually happened to me with one of these gears. I can't remember which one it was, but I do remember when I was younger, I rented a gear, and I actually spent money on Robux when I was little, and it ended up disappearing out of my inventory. And I remember it was only rent only, and then it went off sale, which was really weird. Now, I think one of my friends actually still has this item, so I think if you were renting it when it went off sale, you got to keep it. I don't know how that works. I actually can't find, anything on this subject. Like, I've done so much research on this subject, and I don't see anyone talking about this. I feel like nobody knows that you could do this. Rental items were introduced in 2009. That's when I joined, and they were discontinued in 2019, so they weren't discontinued that long ago. I mean, this was only 2 years ago that they were discontinued, so it surprises me that nobody knows about this. But I do have some screenshots to show you guys, and these are screenshots that I found by doing some research, and I want to show you guys what these rental items used to look like. Now, this is a really old picture, and I'm sorry in advance for this, but basically this is exactly what it looked like. It literally says rent now, so if you could see here closely, you were able to rent this item for 45 Robux. Now, this is an item that I actually still own to this day, and actually guys, you guys could go buy this right now, and guess what? The price is still 45 Robux. But this time, it's not rent. You guys could actually buy it, and it stays in your inventory. And I remember renting this back in the day, and I still have it to this day. That's really funny to me how they ended up keeping it on sale for 45 Robux instead of keeping it as rent. You could just buy it permanently now. So rip to the people who bought it back then for rent, and now they don't own it anymore. They're gonna have to buy it again. Also, there was a time where one of these event items, like the Flintstone items, came out. These were for rent too, and I actually own these items still. I think I own the helmet. I'm gonna show you guys a few screenshots. I own some of these items still, which is pretty funny. This is why I say I think that if you were renting it when it went off sale or whatever, I think you got to keep it. So I don't even know what the purpose of rental items really were, to be honest. Now here we actually have a mobile screenshot, which is pretty funny. This guy rented this Flintstones car for 3 weeks, and I'm pretty sure I still own this car. If I'm correct, I still own this car, and basically you were able to own it for 3 weeks. I don't know why they would make it a 3-week item. It's just really weird. Like, what happens when it's done? Like, do they just remove it, or is it still in the catalog? I don't know, but I think I still own this item. So like I said, I really don't know the purpose of rental items in the first place, because I ended up keeping some of these items. Now here's another item that I'm 99.5% sure that I still own to this day, and as you guys can see here, it was a 2-month rental. Like, why is an event item a 2-month rental? It makes a helmet of participation? What is this, a gift and you have to rent it? Like, I don't understand this, Roblox. This is a good reason why a lot of people were complaining about this. And as we can see here too, another item for rent was the silver ninja star, and I think I still own this too. I actually own a lot of these items still, which is pretty crazy. Like, I was looking through my gears recently, and I did remember, this is what brought it up to me, is the fact that some of these gears that I owned, I remember that I used to rent them, and somehow I still own them. So I thought maybe I should do a video on it. Now, I don't know if you guys are able to really notice this, but the rental items were most popular with gears. Like, for some reason, 50% of the gears back then were all rentals for some reason. And maybe this was a good way for them to make money. I'm not really sure why they did this, but it is removed permanently now, thank God, because You know, can you imagine having to rent an item just to use it? And what if you don't even use it? Although gears were really popular back then, and most games that you would play, you would be able to use your gears, you can't do that now. Like, I do have a jetpack gear, and I think the gravity coil is for rent too, but I'm not really sure. I don't know about that one, but there was this bomb gear that I had that I rented, and I think I still have it, and I know that the jetpack was for rent too, and I still have that as well. Now, I'm not 100% sure about that because it's so, long ago. My memory is a little bit fuzzy, but I do remember that some of the gears I have were rented, and somehow, fast forward to 2021, I still have them. But I don't know, guys. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that it was, worth removing it? Do you guys wish that it was back? Let me know your thoughts about rental gears or rental items in general. And if you like this video a lot and you possibly learned something new, please hit that like button and subscribe. That'll be it for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.